And here we are again, and this time I will show you German large city, and it's a few days before Christmas, and well, I decided to just upload another video on YouTube to let you know uh, that the work has not stopped, and to make an announcement. And the announcement is that it seems there is a limit to buildings inside the game, inside Rome Total War. So I cannot uh, this is the wrong campaign. So I cannot add more buildings than there are standard in the vanilla game. And you all know the settlements of Rome and Greek. They almost share the same buildings, but well, another color on the roof, etc. So yeah, I think I have to remove some features I added already to the German city, and I will show you just by showing the settlement Frankfurt here. And it is the German large city, and as you can see there are new buildings here. Yeah, just click at that lady. Okay, well, let's have a look at the building browser first. So in the previous video, all things for the minor city were already done and implemented in the German campaign. And as you can see, I added some new stuff. So let's begin with the park buildings. So there was a small park for the large town, medium park for city, and this big park for the large city. Keep in mind, as you can see, this is the last level of buildings. And we've done that because we want Berlin to have a special, this, as you can see, it's not done yet. Berlin is a huge city. And, well, yes, I can add all those buildings. But Berlin will have a different set of buildings. But as I just told you, I cannot add more buildings than a limit. Because I tried some new buildings a few months ago and the game crashes. And I had no idea what's wrong. But well, let's continue. We all already noticed the airport. It was the first building I added to the mod. And well, I leave the farm buildings as they are because, well, you can't see them anyway. So why add them or change them? As well as ports. Maybe I can add some new port layout here. So we have the modern training ground for the large settlements, Howitz training ground for the city, and new is this SPG training ground, and this building will be shown in game later. For the factories, we had the small tank factory to build Panzers, medium tank factory will build Panzer 1, Panzer 4 and BMW motorcycle, and well, this is the heavy tank factory, and this will create Tiger 1 and Tiger 2 as well. And I know the mouse is not here yet because I think we will make it only available in a certain region, or where originally in World War II the mouse were created. I'm not sure where, but we will add them later. And of course the barracks, small concern, medium concern, large concern, and now I added the big concern. And you can notice, yes, they are exactly the same buildings, but as I told you, it's better to use buildings for every level and have a different setup, so I can make space for another culture, because I only did the German cities now, and I have all other cultures to do yet. Oh yeah, and we have the headquarters as well, which yeah, it's just a big building with well, you know what it is, flag. And I know Finland. That's why I had another campaign, Helsinki here. Another campaign. Finland shares the German culture, and therefore I added in the game the mechanic so the banners are changed which faction you will play. So you don't have to see Nazi banners in Finland or uh, I guess it was Hungary. Another thing you might have noticed already is that I changed the roads on the campaign map. They are now in line with the roads buildable. So as you can see, I have a dirt road here, and you can see it there. Now I will build a cobblestone road in München. And the road is now changed to another cobble road. And here is the highway at Frankfurt, asphalt road. And I also changed that carts moving around if you have a trade route. So it's now a truck moving instead of a cart with horses before it. As well as trading ships, they are now uh, well, little diesel powered ships just moving around on the map. Low quality, but whatever. So let's move inside Frankfurt and show the settlements. Another reason to just leave out that government building, because in vanilla game you had all different government buildings for the level of the city placed inside the settlement. But now I just remove them and made place for large city, large settlement, etc. So now we have space for more buildings. I can remove them later. So this is the German large city, and you can notice that there are no cars, no signs, no lanterns around. It's just, well, a modern version of vanilla Rome with yeah, buildings, German buildings. So I made the process of Rome building a little bit easier for myself. As you can see, this is a house block, and this is a house, this is a house, this is a house, etc. It's just all houses, and I made them a template house block and placed them constantly around. So I do not have to add all buildings manually, but I can just add this area of houses everywhere in the city. So as you can see, it's look nice. We have a standard procedure as in vanilla. In vanilla game, you had an underlay with a kind of well, high area where the buildings are and the low area where the street is. So that was what I did. It made work a lot easier, so I will continue that in the future. As well as adding trees and churches. But what is new, as you know, in German cities we had a lake, no, not a lake, a river between with the bridge. And if you hold the bridge inside the German cities, you can hold like the whole city, because they need, if the enemy attacks from that side and the river is the street, for example, they need to cross the river in order to get to the square. And AI will do that as well. But now in the large city, we have something else. We have this one. We have a railroad here. And, well, yeah, I know, I could not make the railroad disappear in the length. I had to place it, and it ends here. But you know the drill. You know what it means. Just go on to another side, and we have here a train with different cards, and a card with T-34s on it. Well, just assume they were captured by the Germans and transported somewhere to this city to use them later on. You can say that. But, well, of course it can't move. Would be nice if the train actually moves. And we have a passenger train here, moving on to another direction. You might wonder why this hill. If we don't have a hill, we could just move from this side to that side. But that would make it a lot easier to just rush in with all tanks and planes and capture this whole city. But I made the decision for this large city to add this railroad on this, well, hilly underlay. So we have here the civil settlement where everything, well, where all people live. And we have around it the industrial area. So we have the barracks and, well, of course some civil areas here as well. And we have the army headquarters here with the Nazi banners for the Germans. And we have the SPG training ground over here. And keep in mind that everything here is kind of a building. So this well, this building is a building, of course, but this artillery, it's a building too, so you can destroy it. I wish I could add just the engine model to the game without having a building, so I can have reduce the limits of the buildings inside. And of course we have here a Vespa as a building. I already had that in the city, so I could just place that here. And we have this large building which needed to be added. Geschützwagen und Sturmgeschütz. Okay. Well, that is Panzerwagen and Sturmgeschütz SPGs, I guess. Okay. And we have here the heavy tank factory, which are 3 buildings with this factory pipe, all destroyable. But the main part, of course, of the city, I added this to custom battle and the army spawns here. I will show you that later. But they all have to walk this way, like all those people, all those soldiers here. They have to walk here, around the corner, around this corner, and first they were stuck here trying to go to the tunnel, but I added a paving direction here so the AI knows exactly where to go, and your arms as well. It's either this way or that way, but it will not. They will not be stuck here. As well as planes, but it might look a bit ugly as they try to fly underneath this, because a plane is actually an elephant, but the pivot is higher than the ground, but you can see the shadow. So I will show you that as well in the custom battle. So the army will move here to the square. So the fun fact is that as well, you are here with your army and here's the square, but you have to move all around. So you need to think where to attack from the sides. If your armor spawns here, you are quickly at the square. But the defenses can be put here, like heavy howitzers and mortars. So it's quite tricky. And yes, as you can see, I changed the roads as well. Finally, I managed to change it. It was a file I never checked before. But on the battle map, all highway roads are now changed into this one. I'm not sure about cobble roads. As you can see, there are blue lines here at the road, and that's a problem I come across very often. Because I use 3D Max and I just export it, but somehow the game engine rendered the size of it blue, and I keep exporting the model then, and well, as you can see here, the straight section is without the blue sides. So I'm happy at least that is fixed, as well as the curved section. Okay. So this is just a large city for the Germans. I will now go to the campaign map again and load the custom battle. And you all might already update the mod to 1.3.1. And that update features new anti-aircraft trucks for all remaining factions. So now all factions have anti-aircraft guns. So I added Munich here for testing progress, and we are the attacking side, we'll be America, and of course the Germans are defending this time because it's their settlement. So let's have tanks of course, 229 and some M4s, Harley Davidson, and of course some infantry. Some guys told me on the ModDB web page that anti-tank are quite useless, but I tell you they are not, and I will show you why. Anti-tank are very strong against enemy tanks and vehicles, as well as that armored officer's car where everybody is complaining about. But of course we don't want to have our generals done very quickly. Okay, let's add Wesper for them, Tiger 2, some Waffen SS, oh not North America, North African Assault Corps, and well, we have 2 bombers and 2 fighters. They will have Stuka and Ju-88, and of course anti-aircraft truck 3. Is this fair? No, it's not, but we will see. It's just about showing settlements. So somehow it ended up being the right way. If you have a tank and you see an anti-aircraft truck, you can destroy it easily. If you have planes and you see anti-aircraft truck, do not go there with your planes. You can bomb it down very easily if you have bombers, and you can shoot them down as well.
Yes, sir. Units, await my orders.
Yeah, as you can see, we placed inside the industrial area, and here we have the issue, which is very weird for me, and I'm not sure why this issue occurs here, but I cannot fix it somehow. It's a game error, I guess, but you can just ignore it. It's not, you can just walk around them that much with your troops that do not fall off the earth or something. But well, let's just start with the bombers. I will leave the infantry and the tanks behind now. So they all spawn their troops here, because this is well, in vanilla you can see the road here, and they will place there as well. So the enemy is retreating their troops. I don't know why, but there they go. We have some artillery pieces here inside the capture zone. Interesting. Okay, let's just bomb down this these things. Oh wait, let's just destroy the bombers first. Yes, you can see the shadow. You can add a marker there to attack them. Let me show you how quickly my planes die, or because of this anti-aircraft first. That was one plane. Oh, nice crash inside the air. Okay, let's now just show you that these trucks are not strong against tanks. And we can have this one to destroy the bombers, or they can destroy us. What are you doing, mate? Okay. Stop. I was able to recharge my heavy tank stuff. It's funny. I told you to go that way. Is that too hard for you? This is funny. And finally, destroy this one, please, and then destroy that one. Okay, okay, okay. Just relax, please. Please, don't do this. Don't do this. Okay, thank you. I just bomb. Okay, you go to the square, and you all go to the square. And you two, I will let you show you that you can pass that weird bridge with planes as well. Oh, that one died. Watch out! Do not bomb my general, please. Don't do that. Oh! Oh! I'm wondering how they can drop that bomb so that way. Okay. Just go there. Yes? Oh, I forgot about those Tiger tools. Okay, I'm done. I'm losing this one. What? He is stuck. Okay, let's go. Advance, indeed. Yeah, I forgot to mention, people will be stuck around all those buildings here, so I'll make wall this area impossible for all units. So just that you know that if your units are here, they won't be stuck. Okay, I'm done with this. Just shot them with the bazookas. Oh, ow. Shoot! Shoot already! Yes, aim. Oh, here. Shoot down the GAU-88. Oh! Ow. Those are dead. Oh wait, they're still alive. Yes, flee! I don't use... So anti-tanks can shoot down planes as well. Finally. Okay, now I will show you that we can use bazookas against tigers. You attack tiger. You three, just go and destroy this artillery piece. This Boeing B-70. Go and destroy the Waffen SS. He died, for sure. So as you can see, the Boeing is following this path, and we'll turn here to the left. Yes. And he will bomb the tigers, I guess. Bomb. Yes. Bomb. Cannot destroy the tigers that easy, dude. Okay. The plane will act weird here. Oh, was not that bad. Okay. Go. What are you doing? Unit routes. Go for the eyes. Oh, finally, destroy the Westman, please. No, just bomb. Okay. Oh, super. Ooh, that one died for sure. Ever get a bomb on your head, you are just dead. Okay, RT-79 destroyed. Not a tiger too.
Attack quickly!
Bounce! They bounce each other. Okay. King for the Germans versus the bounce. Oh, there are the assault infantry. And the bazookas are firing as well.
Move in quickly! Aim!
Ooh, my general is getting hit hard by the target too. We won.
By St. George, our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Attack quickly! Men! Unit, double time!
So if you can get any clue. Oh no! This bomber crashed. Very weird. But at least it crashed. So now we have the problem that they have a plane remaining. And we only got to tank.
Double time!
And some assault infantry as well as these useless riflemen. Just look how slow they are. Yes, they are quite useless, I know about that. Oh shit! That plane is attacking my anti-tank. Ow. Attack! Just attack the plane. Just attack it. So. Attack the plane.
Ready! Quickly!
Oh jeez. Of course he's now behind the building.
We are victorious! Our soldiers have fought and died well today.
Well, we won, at least. Okay, now you know how the German large city will look.